But I think, the introduction was lovely and acknowledged that the work of the Transport Department touches all of you. This is not the work of one individual, and it never will be. The things that we do as a business, we do as a team. And so I have a great team at home too. My husband is part of the team. My kids are learning to be part of the team. They ain't perfect either. 12, 14 and 16, there are balances around what they can and can't do.
12-year-old is a girl, in case you weren't aware, ladies and gentlemen, if she needs a drink afterwards.
She's a demanding, strong-willed young woman who's going to be amazing, but right now she's also trying to be parented. But there are...
Resisting being parented.
Resisting strongly. And there's hired help. Like I've got 2 babysitters. One does this night, the other one does this night. I learnt early on if you have one and that falls over, that will fail you. So don't have just one, have 2. Phone a friend, offer to take other people's kids because you'll be asking them next week. Like there's a whole village here. And it's only working because of that. And so I am not at the school gate at all anymore. And I wasn't really when the kids were tiny either. But building the network so that there are people I can call on, that is definitely how I'm getting through this. And I'm also trying not to just get through it, right? I talk about this with my team. This time I don't get back. They're 12, 14 and 16 this year, and this is the only year they'll be that old. So I have really clear rules about what I do and don't do. For me, long days during the week are fine, and generally the weekends are sacrosanct. Now that doesn't work when community cabinet's on Sunday, does it? But we are making sacrifices all the way through that we flip and balance around that. They're pretty good at holding the mirror up at that age. Anyone with teenagers will know that. Why are you on your phone, Mum? You told us not to be on our phone. All of those good conversations.
I'm responding to the Premier.
They're definitely happening. Yeah, it comes up on the screen. Mum, it's the Premier. Do you have to talk to him? Yeah, yep, that one we take.
I've reprogrammed his that, by the way.
But it's good for them, right? My daughter says to me, I know you're doing... I told her I was doing this thing tonight. And she says, well, what are you going to even tell them, Mum? I said, well, I'm going to tell them cool stuff that makes me want to come to work. And she said, oh, right, do people want to know that? I said, yeah. It's great.
I should have got her up here.
Yeah, it's like the reality right in your face. And then at work, it's a team too, right? If you hold roles like this so tight that no one else can do it, then it creates this false economy where actually there's a big team and a big organisation that's here to do this work. This is not a Sally show. This is a Transport and Main Road show. There's 6,000 people in this business. We together are creating the transport network that you're on, and we together are responsible for it. And so, me standing up the front is fun and I really enjoy that bit. I love telling the story of the work, but the work is done by a lot of other people. And so recognising it's okay for me to say that breakfast, I can't do. One of my team will do that. That week, I'm away, I can't do that. That meeting, that's a really important person, but it's not one I can do. I try to be deliberate about that. It's not always deliberate. Sometimes it's just what happens, but I try to be deliberate about which ones are not the one I have to do. And I'm trying to learn to enjoy working on the business. I actually love the content. I don't know if that shows, it feels it to me. I love the content, I love the work of transport. And so this role and trying to recognise what's the bit that only I can do and therefore make time for the bit that only I can do, that means I have to let go of some of the bits that I've loved for my whole life and that have been quite rewarding for my whole life. Nobody's ever rewarded me for org structure or realignments of functions, but I'm trying to do that right now because I'm the only one who gets to do that. And that's a good test for me.